Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm very much in support of all the unions, and I'm a part of SAG, so I would absolutely stand by that.
I would support the actors. Yeah.
I love the unions. They've always protected all of the artists I know, and I really want them to stand strong and win their fight.
Well, the actors and studios appear far apart on some major issues facing the industry. The union's main demands include reforming rules for digital auditions, new guidelines for residuals, better minimal pay, regulation over the use of AI. Union leaders expressed their frustration at today's press conference.
A strike is an instrument of last resort. We've tried for 4 weeks to reach a deal with the AMPTP, and unfortunately, they have left us with no alternative. Although we're all disappointed with the AMPTP's reluctance to cooperate, the solidarity among SAG-AFTRA members has never been stronger.
Well, Natasha CHEN has been following the developments from Los Angeles and joins us now live. Natasha, good to have you with us. So we've been covering the writers' strike for the last 70 days. Now the actors have voted to join the picket lines. This is really the biggest walkout in the industry in about 6 decades.
Yeah, Linda, this is a big moment. We just stepped out of the press conference happening inside at SAG-AFTRA headquarters here in LA, where the president of the Guild, Fran Drescher, gave a very impassioned speech. She said that the proposed changes by the studios were incremental, and she compared that to moving furniture on the Titanic. There are a lot of really big changes happening in the industry, she said, as far as technology. We're looking at artificial intelligence really taking a larger role in productions. And, you know, they're still fighting for better wages for those middle-class workers, the middle-class actors and writers who are struggling to afford to live in major film hubs like Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Atlanta. So this is a very serious moment. She said that the strike is being done with great sadness, and she said that the eyes of the country's labor unions are on them now. 160,000 actors now joining the more than 11,000 writers that have already been on strike for more than 70 days, Linda.
And this, of course, has ripple effects, Natasha. There's so many people that work in industries related to the entertainment industry. What are the wider ramifications of this strike?
Right. Well, we have been talking to people who do not have any jobs related to being on a film set. People like janitors, people running delis and restaurants, dry cleaners, prop and set warehouse owners, makeup artists. These people have been out of work or seeing drying business since May 2nd, since the WGA strike began. That's when productions started to slow down, because the only shoots that have been happening since May have been ones where the scripts have been locked in, where they no longer need writers to continue on set. Those people are oftentimes low-income, working-wage folks. They are not involved in these contracts at all, but they serve these productions. They're on unemployment now. We talked to somebody at a prop warehouse who had to lay off all his employees, who are like family, he said. Another flower warehouse who provides all of the set flowers for different TV shoots. She said, we're all dying here. And the catering businesses who usually provide sandwiches for these sets, they're not seeing any business either. They all know at this moment it's about to get worse, and everyone has different takes on this. There are people who definitely support the unions, at the same time worried about how they're going to pay their bills, Linda.
Yeah, exactly. Natasha CHEN for us in Los Angeles. Thanks so much for that update. Much appreciated. We are going to stay on this story. The dual writer-actors strikes stand to have a major economic impact. The last writers' strike in 2008, which lasted 100 days, is estimated to have cost California $2.1 billion. The strikes are reaching far beyond Hollywood, hitting productions in places like Europe and the Pacific that employ union members. Some productions have already hit the pause button, like the popular White Lotus, a show by our parent company Warner Brothers Discovery, as well as Gladiator 2 and Mortal Kombat 2. Well, Bill WOLKOFF is a TV writer, producer and member of the Writers Guild. He joins me now from the picket lines in LA. Good to have you with us.
Hi, Linda. Good to talk to you.
So, Mr. Wolkoff, quite a fitting name, as one of my producers was suggesting, given that you are amongst the thousands walking off the job. The actors have now joined in the strike. How significant is this?
I think it's historic. This is union and labor solidarity at its purest. We've had SAG-AFTRA supporting us for this is our 11th week now, and now we get to turn around and support them as they also strike for a fair contract. So I think this couldn't be bigger.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, take us through some of the demands, because there have been negotiations that have fallen through over the past 11 weeks, as you've pointed out. What do writers want?
Well, we are fighting to be able to share fairly in the success of our work when our work is successful for the studios and companies. And they have refused to do that. And specifically, we are asking for writers to be able to continue on in TV past just the initial writing phase and be part of the production process, which allows for membership to experience upward mobility. Without that, it's impossible for members to be mentored and learn how to produce TV when they're at that level. We're asking for residuals in streaming that accurately reflect when our work is successful for the studios and companies. And we're asking for protections so that we are not, that writers generate all the literary material and that literary material is not generated by artificial intelligence.
Yeah. So in terms of the residual payments, writers want to ensure that when content is replayed on a streaming platform, you still get additional pay for it, as you would on linear TV.
Exactly. Those residual payments are what keep writers going. That model has been in play now for decades, but the studios and companies have found loopholes in which to stop doing that. And sometimes writers will have, months, if not years, between jobs. That's just the nature of the business. And those residuals keep you going during those lean times. And we want a formula that accurately reflects what the streaming model is. But it requires the studios and companies to be transparent with when our work is successful for them.
And in terms
I hope that they do that.
And in terms of the negotiations so far, has there been any sense of a compromise on any of those issues?
They haven't even engaged with us in those issues. Our leadership was very transparent, and we released all of our proposals. And 9 of our key proposals, they never even engaged with once during the entire time we were negotiating with them. There was literally no bargaining on it. They just stonewalled us. And then at the very end of the negotiations, they said, here, we'll give these little gains that we've offered you if you take everything else off the table. So there was no bargaining. We were ready to bargain, but they did not want to bargain with us.
And just quickly, do you expect to hear back now that the actors have voted to strike?
I hope so. We have been outside their gates every single day. I'm standing outside of CBS Television City in the Beverly Fairfax area. We have pickets going outside of every single studio. They know where we are. We are ready to go back to the table. We have been ready for months. This is day 73 of our strike, and I hope now that they will re-engage with us.
All right, Bill Wolkoff, good to have you on the program. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you so much.